And then the lights went out and the music hit, and here came The Rock. And the place went batshit. Now insert your vehemence here.
Oh, no, super over. I mean, he's The Rock. And he came out there, they turned off all the lights. Everyone kind of hushed, waiting to see which one of the big stars will be first. Will it be Frank or Liza or Julio? It was The Rock. As always, he showed you his goosebumps. And then a very interesting promo from the last time we saw him. He was a heel.
Yeah.
And then I guess he was kind of a heel again. Well, I don't. You can tell me what you thought of this, of The Rock blowing himself on Raw, but super over. Can't take that away from him. And he came out wearing your glasses, apparently.
He came out and he's shaking hands and he's smiling and there's Rocky chants and he's in Los Angeles and he's a big star, and even if he was a heel last year, they're going to be happy to see him. If they were going somewhere with him still being a heel, that would be easily dealt with, but I don't think they are. Because he did a promo thanking everybody. They showed a VTR of him being named the High Chief in Samoa by the other Samoan High Chief. And everything he did got a positive pop from the people. He cut a promo on the new era of watching TV. And he said it was the largest arena gate in WWE history. And they cheer. They cheer when they're told that you people paid more money to see the same thing than any other fucking group of people ever. And finally,
that's the real joke. Half of them were comped.
Well, no, I don't know, because they had the small stage and the small screen and everything. I think they are squeezing this sponge for every drop. But he sucked up to the Netflix executives and mentioned them, and he suddenly put Cody over, and they get a shot of Cody standing in the crowd, and he gets a big pop, but there's smiles with them. And then he plugged his cousin Roman Reigns, the original tribal chief, and he said, I'm going to be watching Tribal Combat or Tribal Conflict or whatever tonight. And then if you smell, and everybody, Rocky, Rocky, Rocky is cooking, he hugged Cody on the way out. And I got from this and other stuff that we'll talk about, I don't think he's working WrestleMania. Because the two matches that you would have promoted at WrestleMania with The Rock based on anything that's gone on up until last night would have been Rock versus Cody or Rock versus Roman. Well, we've seen him hugging and kissing both of them. And there wasn't even the tongue-in-cheek, I'm playing a heel because I'm good at it, but I'm really a movie star type of thing, where even though he was being popular and people were cheering him, he was leading in some direction. There was no match teased here. The matches were, the beefs were squashed. Do you see any way that The Rock is working WrestleMania either night based on what they did here?
I'm not going to say no completely, but I could still see a path that's very, very clear for him against Roman. I don't think that was put away necessarily even with a hug. He slowly came out there, was very dramatic. And again, The Rock is super over, especially in LA. I mean, it's a fucking industry town. But I just think that he's a natural heel right now, and that although we got big pops there, I think people see through it. So even when he's hugging Cody, I don't think anyone's like, I believe that. They're cool. It's until The Rock says, now the people's champion wants the world championship. It's that simple. They have so many things potentially teased for Mania. From Cena and Cody, potentially, to Punk getting his favor, potentially. Who knows what they're going to do right now. But The Rock, I would think, has at least one movie I know of that he's going to be ready to promote around that period of time, I think. I don't know. I don't think WrestleMania needs him to break all sorts of records, but I think him being there would be a big I think him not being there is a little bit disappointing based on what they teased last year.
Yeah.
Which was, I know he wrestled, but it was the tease of one-on-one him and Roman and one-on-one him and Cody.
It was odd that they should also later on have backstage footage where they're all hugging.
Well, and he filmed that and released it himself. He filmed it. He had Gewurz following behind him filming this so they could release it to show the world, look at what kind of guy I am. I hug people. Fucking ridiculous.
Well, they took a lot of luster off of it if they have it.
You know where he didn't go? You know where he didn't go after that show in L.A.? In-N-Out Burger.
I heard he's never been there.
No, he's been there for the first time ever.
He's been there for the first time 7 times.
That's right.